Monday, December 29th, and we get a great matchup for Monday Night Football between the LA Rams and the Atlanta Falcons. And on top of that, we get a great slate of games in the NBA. And in this video, I am going to be giving you my 5 favorite player props for that entire slate, not to mention the sportsbook play of the day. Who's going to win? Who's going to lose? The unders, the overs, all of that in this video. So make sure you're paying attention, make sure you're locking in, and get ready to go bananas.
Sub to the channel, we drop picks on the daily, dropping knowledge every day, and you don't have to pay me, we just keep stacking wins while the rest moving lazy.
Before we get rocking and rolling and breaking down all these free plays I have in store for you for Monday, there's a little bit of something I need from you that's absolutely free, a great way to support the channel. Go ahead, smash that like button, because not only is it a great way to support the channel, but I'm going to be putting $100 of my own money on the sportsbook play of the day. It's a nice plus money play, and if we get 200 likes, one of you that comments below will get all of the profits from that play. So smash that like button and drop a comment. And if you're new here, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribing to the channel. I hand out these free plays every single day for you to lock in and cash out with us. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss a free play drop. And the single most important thing that you can do, go down below and visit my buddy Stan. He'll send you on over here where you can get so many different options to lock in all of these plays in this video for absolutely free. I got a great 5-man cooked up for you. A lot of these will also give you a free pick to add on, something like Kirk Cousins for 1 passing yard. It's a free square that is bound to cash that you can add to the play and make it a nice 6-man. Like on Sleeper with code FFAPE, you get a free $20 and a $100 deposit match. I highly recommend that one. I recommend Dabble too, because you get a free $25 with code FTMCOCKS. And on top of all of that, they have great payouts. This 5-man over there will probably be about an 18x play. And then you got tons of options. You guys can read Prizepicks, bet 5, get 50, code FFAPE. It goes on and on. Splash Sports. This is a 5-man. A 6-man on Splash Sports is 50x payout. So if you like to lock in 6-mans, if you want to add your own leg to this 5-man that I'm giving you, you can go on over there, lock it in, and cash out massively. It's literally the only one that I recommend locking in. Anything higher than a 4-man, if you're going to do that, go to Splash Sports, get a 50x payout on those 6-mans versus like a 12.3x on Prizepicks or a 21x on Dabble. The 50x payout on a 6-man is insane. It's the only spot that you can lock these in and be profitable long-term, because you and I both know you're not hitting 10 out of 10 for those 6-mans, and you get literally 49 chances before it's not profitable over on Splash Sports versus like Prizepicks, where you have to win at least 1 out of 11 for it to be profitable. So that expands it so much more and makes it a profitable method going forward. So get on Splash Sports, code BANANA, BANANA. You can sign up and get a $50 deposit match, and then they do those 50x payouts, which are huge. Any of those that you see right there, if you sign up using my code, you will get a free 30 days of premium plays, so you can come win with us all of January 2026, which is right around the corner. And if you want more free plays, cheat sheets every single day in which we just swept the points and I believe the assists. We were 1 assist away. We had a whole 4th quarter. Luka Doncic needed 1 more assist. He's probably done it by now. I just haven't checked yet. So if you want more free cheat sheets, more free plays every single day, get onto that beautiful golden W. I know it says VIP picks, but there's also a free plan as well, a free Discord, great community over there, and it's just a ton of fun. If you want more free shit, that's where you can get it. Now, let's get on back over and discuss what we just did on Sunday. Before we get going with anything else, I need to say something so YouTube don't Steve will do it me. Gambling involves significant risk. There are no guarantees of profit, and you could lose some or all of your money. The content in this video is for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only. It does not constitute financial or legal advice. Past performance is not indicative of future results. We are not responsible for any losses that may occur as a result of using the information provided here. Viewers must be 18 or older or legal age in their jurisdiction to gamble. If you have a gambling problem, please seek help. Responsible gambling resources are down below in the description to include 1-800-GAMBLER in the United States. This video contains affiliate links. You just saw them all. They do give me a commission for signups. You guys get free money as well. It's a win-win and just another way to support the channel. So if you like what I'm doing here, go on and sign up if you can. You also get that free 30 days of premium plays on top of all of those great promos that those apps are running. Now, what did we do on Sunday? It was an absolute massacre. We destroyed the books. For 1 unit plays, we damn near swept. I'm going to tell you straight up right now, the only 2 losses we had on the 1 unit plays were we had Kyle Williams over his receiving line in that New England versus the Jets game. Don't know how he didn't do it. Drake May played phenomenally. They kicked the shit out of the Jets. He just didn't get it done. And then the only other sportsbook play, 1 unit play that we did not hit, we had New England paired with the Buffalo Bills. I really liked them in that game. I think that they should have won that game. It was a very sharp play. It was a great play, a play I would make 10 times out of 10, just like the Chargers on Saturday. Because taking the Chargers, I know we lost on Saturday, but going forward, week in, week out, month in, month out, those are the kind of plays where you can do this long term. It's not by taking the Texans, and it's not by taking the Eagles. It's by taking the sharp side of things. That's what we did. It didn't pay off. Sometimes the public wins. That's just how it is and how it shook out on Saturday and Sunday. But those are the only 2 losses that we had all day today. It was phenomenal. We are so back. It was a huge bounce back. We were extremely profitable. We even hit a 7x play in premium, perfectly crafted. We'll get into that. But first, we took Myles Garrett under 1.25 sacks. If you think Aaron Rodgers, one of the smartest quarterbacks to ever play the game, was going to allow Myles Garrett to sack him, you're out of your mind. They even made a joke about it at the end. They did inevitably lose that game, but Myles Garrett did not get that sack. And then we had Trey McBride, who had like 13 receptions in this game, or 13 targets. I think he had about 9 receptions. And then Saquon Barkley, with those weather conditions and what he should have been able to do on the ground versus Buffalo, which he didn't really do. That's why we took attempts. Easy buckets there. Nice plus money cash for the premium gang. And then I did like the Colts in this matchup. I like the Jags a little bit better, but I knew the Colts were going to keep it close. I couldn't stay away from that line there. And then we paired that up with the New York Giants, who I just knew were going to get it done. I mean, everybody on the Raiders was selling. They wanted that number 1 pick. And my New York Giants always do the stupid thing. They win the games in week 17 that they shouldn't win, and they lose the number 1 draft pick. It's exactly what happened again this year. So we took the Giants. At least we made some money off of that play. And then this one here, we had the Saints plus 7.5. We had the Cleveland Browns, who this game was 50-50 to me, to be honest with you. Wasn't sure who was going to take it. So we did the smart thing. We gave the Cleveland Browns 2 touchdowns, easy buckets. They didn't even need it. They actually won that game. And then the easiest over we've hit in our entire life, the Bengals just about did it themselves. Perfectly crafted parlay, minus 125 payout there. Huge, huge banger of a play on that one. This one was from Saturday, actually. College Bowl game we cashed late Saturday night. We had Houston on the money line, got it done against LSU. And then the free sportsbook play that I handed out to you guys for absolutely free in yesterday's video, the New York Giants, minus 2.5. Easy bucket win. Not going to talk about it again. We beat the Raiders week 17 and lost the number 1 pick. And then the 3-man anytime touchdown parlay that I gave out for absolutely free. I told you yesterday in yesterday's video, Jamar Chase was going to get into the end zone. He hadn't done it in weeks. The under-over in this game meant a lot of touchdowns. I knew the Bengals were going to come out swinging. We had Jamar Chase, and then Trey McBride got it done. I did think that the Cardinals were going to get at least 3 touchdowns in this matchup. I figured Trey would get at least 1. They only got 2, but he still got his 1. And then Christian McCaffrey, he was always going to get into the end zone in that game. That game was an absolute sensational game. Great Sunday night football game. And he got it done by scoring, and they both scored over 70 points in that matchup. It was wild to see. And this was our loss. 1 point in a game Buffalo should have won. Josh Allen made a mistake that he rarely makes, missed his wide open guy, and we did not get it done on that 2-point conversion. I can't throw the ball for him. Josh Allen is an absolute stud. Should have got it done. Knows he should have got it done. Didn't get it done. Cost us the play. That would have been a nice little come up on that one. And then the free play. I do apologize. Marvin Harrison Jr., he stunk. He got 1 target all game. Then in the fourth quarter, I wish he got hurt in the first half because then it would have voided for all you guys. Fourth quarter, he decides that he aggravated his heel, that he was on the sidelines for for a couple weeks, played this game, decided his heel was aggravated again in the fourth quarter, and came out the game. He didn't do anything at all, and he probably cost me my championship matchup in fantasy sports. That and the fact that I went up against Chris Olave. I still got Puka Nacua on Monday night, so it could happen, but I doubt it. I need about 60 points. Puka did get 70 last week, so there's always a shot, but we'll see. And then this play did cash, another plus money play for premium. We had the 49ers. They got it done in the end versus the Bears, a very, very good Bears team. And I tell you what, if I was to bet with my heart, I would have taken the Bears, because every year, as a Giants fan, I'm sure a lot of you guys do this too, if you're a fan of a team that never goes anywhere. About mid-season, when I realized that my sports season is over, my football season is over, liking the New York Giants, I know it's absolutely done. I need a team that's going to win that I can root for a little bit. And this year it is the Chicago Bears. I just love the turnaround, love what they're doing in Chicago. And I would have, if I bet with my heart, picked them to win this game, but I did this with my head instead, because that's what we do to make money. Nice plus 119 there. And we took the Jags in this matchup as well. We did have the Colts at plus 14.5, but we knew the Jags were going to win this one. Just a great, great team. Another one with another great coach. And it just goes to show you in the NFL, coaching matters. So a great, great night in premium. And while I scroll up here, since I scrolled past it, I might as well tell you about it. They're bringing it back for New Year's. It was a Christmas special. Now it's going to be their New Year's special. Take advantage. This is where we lock in the sportsbook plays of the day. You spend $10, you'll get $200 in free picks instantly. All you got to do is sign up with code FFAPE on ONYX odds. You get that $200, and I'm going to throw in that free 30 days of premium play. So don't come out of pocket. I guess you got to a little bit. It's $10 to get $210. It's wild. So go ahead, take advantage, use code FFAPE. Send all those screenshots to any apps that you sign up to that number below, so I can give you the code to get into premium monthly pass for absolutely free. And this was the 7X play that I was talking about, plus 618 on normal sports books, but 7X, maybe a little bit even higher, because if it was a 6-man, there were some adjusted lines though. But either way, we took this huge 7X play, cashed it out. We had Brock Purdy paired with Juan Jennings. We had Caleb Williams paired with Luther Burden. And then we did have Tyler Shuck and Chris Olave to cash us out and reign supreme. Those two played phenomenal in that game in Tennessee. So we cashed that 7X play. And this was the points cheat sheet. I do lock these in as a whole, even though I tell you guys you probably shouldn't. I do it just so I can track it a little bit better. I'm $1,000 unit size better. I put about $50 on these cheat sheets, so I go super, super low with them, just basically so I can track them. And they do hit a lot, so I do make some money off of it as well. But we had all of these guys paired up for NBA points. They all smacked. We also had this free 3-man that I handed out to you guys, little plus 161, little 2X play for you over there, and you could lock it in anywhere. This was absolutely free. This is what I went over in yesterday's video. So we did cash the NBA play as well. We would have swept the whole video if it wasn't for Marvin Harrison Jr. He was our only loss in yesterday's video. And this is the one I'm talking about, plus 239, the assists cheat sheet. We had Luka Doncic for 8. I'm pretty sure if I check my phone, he's probably got that by now. I fully expect that one to sweep as well. So phenomenal Sunday. This is what we do just about every single Sunday. So make sure you get on over there. Sign up for an app if you don't want to pay your way in and get a free 30 days of premium that way. Or get on over there, use codes. There's tons of discounted codes. For instance, if you want to lock in all 2026, which I highly, highly recommend, because baseball, I know a lot of you guys might not think ahead, but you got to think ahead. 2026. Use code 2026 right now and you get 80% off. There's only 4 slots left at that discount. Once that's gone, it's gone. But you got to think ahead here. You'll get the Super Bowl. You'll get the rest of the NBA season. You'll get March Madness. You'll get baseball, in which a lot of you probably found me last year during baseball season because I was showing you things you never thought to do. We had a phenomenal season in the MLB. We're going to have a phenomenal next season in the NFL. We crush. I know a lot of you guys don't want to hear this, but, well, maybe you do, because as long as you're locking in and winning, you don't care. Some of you even bet on Korean basketball, which is crazy to me. But we crush college baseball. So get on over there. Use code 2026 on the 2026 year pass. Get 80% off and come win with us all 2026. We're about to have a new year in just a couple of days. Cannot wait for that Stranger Things finale. I do love that show. Let's get on over to the plays that I cooked up for you guys. We got 5 beautiful plays to go over, and then the sportsbook play of the day as well. Let's talk about them. Let's break them down. Let's go over it. And the first play we're going, one of the best running backs in the NFL. I do think the Atlanta Falcons are still going to play. Even though they got nothing to play for, I still think they're going to put their best guys on the field. They're competitive guys in the NFL. They're not like trying to do what the Raiders did, because they're not going to get the top number 1 pick. So they're still going to go out there. They're still going to play. And I think Bijan Robinson's going to have a day, because I do think the LA Rams, they don't have anything to play for, right? The 49ers just won. The Seahawks won. The Rams, they cannot win the NFC East. It is over with for them. They're already in the playoffs. Sean McVay is a coach that's smart. He's going to rest his guys as much as he can. He's a guy that doesn't play his starters all preseason. So I think that Bijan, I think the Falcons are going to have a good game against the Rams and that stingy defense. Even though they're stingy, they're not going to really be on the field. They're not going to be given 100%. The guys that are out there will be, yes, because they're super competitive. But I just think Sean McVay is going to have some backups working in there. I don't think the starters are going to play all 4 quarters. And even if they do, Bijan Robinson is an absolute stud. He's averaging over 120.4 yards through the air and on the ground in his last 10 games. He's done this 50% of the time, 5 of his last 10. Now, he does get, like I said, a good LA Rams defense, but I also said I don't think they're going to be playing the full game, and I don't think that they're going to be putting their best effort forward. So they do rank 23rd in the NFL in receiving yards allowed, 11th in rushing yards allowed, a little bit better there in the receiving department to the running back position at 25th, a little bit better there in the rushing yards department in 6th in the NFL. So great stats there. Bijan's just built different. I think he's going to have a day. Gibbs, him, Achane, probably the 3 best running backs overall in the NFL. James Cook, you could throw him in there as well. I think Bijan is going to cruise over 100. Kenneth Walker just last week got over 164. Chuba Hubbard, 124. A lot of these other guys, they did stop Jahmyr Gibbs, but I don't think they're going to do that again. We like Bijan. Not really much else to say. We just broke it down. That's all we got on Bijan, but I think he's going to go well over 100. Don't be surprised if he hits about 125, 130 in this matchup. He is the focal point of that Atlanta Falcons offense. And next, a true rarity on the channel, because I don't really like taking unders. They're not really that much fun. They're just blah to me. I don't really like the unders. I'd rather alternate it down and take an over of like 40. But this is a special spot here. I already talked about how I think the Rams are going to take their foot off the gas a little bit. Sean McVay is going to pull his punches a little bit in this one. They're not playing for anything at all except for bragging rights. And Sean McVay is not that kind of coach. He's too smart for all of that. So I do think Kieran Williams, if you want to alternate this down to maybe 40 yards, go on ahead. But I like this one where it is, 62.5. It's already pretty low because the books are seeing the same thing that I am. It's already gone down a little bit. It was at 64.5. Now it's down at 62.5. So go grab it now, because I do think by the time game time comes, it'll be about 60.5, maybe 59.5. You can go ahead. You can take it 40. This one's a gut call here. It's not backed up by any data at all, because the Atlanta Falcons, although I do think they have an underrated defense, are 26th in the NFL in rushing yards allowed, which is not good. And on the top of that, Kieran Williams does average 73.2 yards per game in his last 10 games. So the data's not there. This is just a gut call that I don't think that Sean McVay is going to have his full foot on the gas. So we're going to go ahead and take the workhorse back of Kieran Williams under his rushing yards. I think it's a smart play on this one. We like him to go under 62.5 on Monday. In that same token, we're kind of correlating this one here, because we're going to take Blake Corum, the number 2 guy on the LA Rams, out of the backfield over 39.5. I think he's going to do this. Whether I'm right or not about the Rams taking their foot off the gas, I think he gets this one done. We already know, like I said, Atlanta's 26th in the NFL in rushing yards allowed. They're not that good at stopping the running back at all. And on top of that, Blake Corum has done this in 6 of his last 10. He's been getting more and more touches every single week. I think he's going to out-touch Kieran Williams in this matchup. I think he's going to get more carries than Kieran Williams in this matchup, and I think that's going to translate to more yards. We've seen it the last 4 weeks. He's gotten less carries than Kieran Williams, but he's gotten a ton of yards especially in that breakout game there. We got 128 against Arizona. I think it's going to be about the same kind of thing because I think this is going to be a spot where they could potentially blow out the Falcons. I don't think they do, but I do think that they still pull the starters in the fourth quarter, if not maybe the mid-third. I don't see them going full throttle on this one. I just don't. I'm not going to keep on saying it, but I kind of have to for these props, right? So I do like Blake Corum over that 39.5. I think he gets that even if I'm wrong about them taking their foot off the gas. So we're going to go ahead and take Blake Corum here, a great number 2 back. He's going to get better and better throughout, and don't be surprised if like next year or maybe even the year after this running back duo is top tier in the NFL. Right now I'd put them at top 10, but definitely not top 5 with some of those other great duos in the NFL. I think in a couple coming years, Blake Corum is going to be even more of a stud, and we're going to see him potentially out-touch Kieran Williams once he starts aging out a little bit. But I do like Blake Corum on Monday over 39.5 rushing yards. And now those 3 alone in the NFL, if you only want to lock those in, that's still a nice 5x payout, especially if you lock it on Sleeper with code FFAPE. You get that free $100 deposit match and the free square. It'll probably be Matthew Stafford or Kirk Cousins for 1 passing yard. It'll be absolutely free. You can add it to make it a 4-man, get a nice probably 6x payout on that play, which is absolutely beautiful. But with all 5 of these, as they are without the free play, it is a 10x play. And I love these guys in the NBA on Monday. We're taking Dante DiVincenzo here to get 4 assists, over 3.5. He's done this in 9 of his last 10. He is a stud. We take him a lot, especially on the cheat sheets and all of that. Now he's going up against the Chicago Bulls, who are 24th in the NBA in assists allowed. I think Dante's going to get it done like he has week in and week out, day in and day out for us. And not to mention, not only do you see a whole bunch of green bars on the screen, but head-to-head, yes, it was all the way last year. He did get 4 in that matchup against Chicago. I think he's probably going to get 4 to 5, maybe even 6 in this one, like it says here, with 6% potential assists in that game last season. And as you can see down below, the shooting guards, they've struggled a little bit. They don't get a ton of assists, a lot of green checks, but those lines are a little bit lower. But Dante is better than most of those guys there, and he dishes the ball a lot to one of the better players in the NBA called Anthony Edwards. So I like Dante in this matchup. We go back. He's one of our tried and trues here, and we're going to take him on Monday for over 3.5 assists. And last but not least, we got LaMelo Ball here, over 20 points, 19.5 to be exact. He is averaging 19.1 on his last 10-game spread. I do think he's going to be more involved on Monday. He's been more involved the past 3 games, really clearing 20, 22, 23, 23. His line in this game is set at 22.5. I love him for 20. He could get that 23 points, but I love him to get just 20 in this matchup pretty easily here. And it's still a great 10x payout. We don't always have to hammer the lines that the books are giving us. Sometimes we can knock them down a little. He's averaging 30.67 against the Bucks going back to last year. He did not get it done this season against the Bucks back on the 14th of November, only getting 16. I do think he had a little bit better of a game. He's been shooting the ball a lot better as of late, as you can see, getting 28, 23, 23, and 22. So we love him in this matchup against the Bucks to get it done. LaMelo Ball, 19.5. And like I said, this is a 10x payout. If you don't like Kieran Williams with the under, don't take it. You can still get that free play over on Sleeper. You can lock it in on Prizepicks. There's tons and tons of great options. Just let me know which code you use on what book, and I'll send you that free 30 days of premium plays. Now let's get into the sportsbook play of the day. If you want my favorite players to score a touchdown on Monday, get on over to Winible. I'm going to cook up a nice 2-man touchdown lay for you guys, and I'll post it there for absolutely free. And here's the sportsbook play of the day. You can lock this one on ONYX, where you don't have to come out of pocket at all, because if you deposit that $10, they're going to give you $200 in bonus bets, which is crazy talk. It's one of the best promos on the market. 30 days of premium. You already know. I've been talking about it all video. Send it to this cell phone number below. Now, what do we like on Monday? I told you I think the Falcons probably cover that standard plus 7.5. I truly do. I don't think they win the game, but I do think they keep it close throughout the game. But we're going to give them 2 touchdowns just to be safe, just to be a little squirrely here, because we also love the Carolina Hurricanes on Monday against the New York Rangers at home. I think they're going to take this one pretty convincingly. Love them to get it done for us. So we're pairing those 2 up together for a nice plus 107 payout. And if we get 200 likes, I'm putting $100 of my own money on this play. So one of you will get $108. All you got to do is like and comment below. So make sure you do. Thank you guys for bearing with me. I don't know if you could tell, but I am sick. My daughter got me sick. The baby is not sick anymore. Now it's just me and the 6-year-old. So that's that. And if you guys have noticed, I've been wearing my glasses a lot lately. I'm getting LASIK on Tuesday, so I can't put my contacts in. Finally, I'll be able to wake up and just see. It's going to be amazing. I cannot wait. And the new addition, last thing I want to touch on, the new addition to the lab here. As you can see, we got Lawrence Taylor signed jersey. Nice Christmas gift from the wife. Absolutely love it. One of my favorite players to ever do it. Just need the stray hand next to him, and I'll have my 2 favorite players in the NFL ever back to back right next to each other on the wall. So we're going to keep on building the lab for you guys. Thank you guys so much for your time. I truly appreciate every single one of you. Let's cash some more slips on Monday. I hope you cash all your bets, even if you didn't get them from me. That's all I got for you. I'll see you in the next free play video for Tuesday.